For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com.
What's good, everybody? This is Saber94. I got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel matches with a new deck finally. It's going to be the Sacred Beasts or Phantom Beasts. I can never be sure of how to call these cards. I mean, even in the cards of the archetype, I guess, they just specifically list them. You know, grab a card with one of these three names of the god cards or the cards or whatever. But from the GX anime season 1, a lot of problems. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but it just has a million plot holes. We got to be honest. But anyways, with the structure deck these guys got a couple of years ago, and some new cards from Duelist Saga as well, like the anime cards getting released, they can kind of be a potent deck if you get that good setup. So I got Raviel, I got the Fallen Paradise, and I've got some back rows as well for protection. So this should be a good setup if you can pull it off. Negate my dude's effect, my opponent's effect, and didn't even have to burn Solemn Judgment. So that's pretty good. My list, I'm not going to say it's unconventional, but it's not completely conventional either. I run a bunch of cards I think people wouldn't run. I favor back rows in this deck as well, quite a bit. Just makes sense to me. You just use basically the small, archetype little demons to get the big guys out, and then hopefully you control the game from there. Fallen Paradise is obviously broken. I mean, this card wasn't like the Attack Force PSP games if you played those back in the day. Good stuff for sure. Wow, card destruction too. So I'm not quite sure what this guy's trying to do. I think those are Dragon Maid bitches, I think. Yeah, it's gotta be. So we're gonna Solemn Judgment that ass. I'm not gonna let you do anything. Running some strange cards in this deck. I'm almost out of life points, but I'm controlling the game. We still got enough to resolve Solemn Notice, Solemn Strike too. And he decided to surrender. That's fine with me. But yeah, what was I saying? Right, Fallen Paradise. You can draw two cards with that card. That was the original effect, and I think that was it basically from the PSP game. But obviously, in real life now, they gave it so that your Sacred Beasts are going to be immune from destruction effects and stuff too. So, I guess to make them match the stuff in anime too. I think the anime card, they were going to be immune to shit as well when Judah was fighting that dude. Anyway, so Infinite Impertinence, negate the little Cyber Dragon Core effect, and that's gonna do it. Kill my dude, lose a little bit of battle damage, but it's fine. And let's hope I can make a play this turn. I got Sangan. It's crazy that Sangan is at 3 with the errata. They completely ruined these cards. Just stayed banned for so long, then they errata them and then get them back at 3 and shit. I don't like it. I mean, errata so that you can't grab a hand trap and use the hand trap. I mean, that's the damn point. It's the benefit these guys have anymore. Whatever. So, gonna draw my 2 cards for Fallen Paradise and gonna do a lot of damage to this dude. I favor the original, I guess, Demon Summoning Beast as well, like the level 5 dude. I think most people don't even play that card, but I mean, if you play first, then it's just a free, you gain his effect and you can't attack anyway, so it's good in that regard. And obviously you can banish him to grab a card as well, which I favor. So it makes sense for me to play it and, just not use it if you want to attack. Alright, I got a bunch of random links in this deck as well. I mean, just something in the extra deck. Just so that I can get into something with my small monsters. I suppose links make sense. And Raviel, gonna hit for a lot of damage. This guy's almost out. Didn't even play the Solemn Strike, as you guys can see. I'm always sort of in that mindset of play around all of the mass removal spell and trap cards. But as I always say, game is a clusterfuck. You won't be able to account for anything. Whatever you do, it's not going to be the correct play unless you're psychic. You know what your opponent is going to draw. So he got rid of all of my shit with that cyber dude, and I'm still kind of good. I mean, if I did have the Solemn Strike, I was going to be able to stop him. But once again, just trying to play around the shit. I lost everything. Anyway, now we're going to play the shit, which doesn't make much difference. Hopefully it amounts to something. So, summoning the old Cyber Phoenix, I remember I had this card, pulled it, super rare back in the day. Was really happy. Cool looking card. It doesn't cover as much ground, but I guess it's gonna give your machine some protection. Okay. And we're gonna get our guy again, get the demon beasts, and get my dude from the hand. That's gonna do it. This guy, he won't be able to survive. So finish him off. That is another GG. Against Cyber Dragon shit. Indeed, indeed. And on to the third game, I think. I mean, the Sacred Beasts, that high attack, you get a few pokes in, your opponent's gonna lose. They even have that, like, Honest Colute, Raviel, I guess, variant that acts like a hand trap. That definitely is gonna OTK your opponent if you use that combo, but I don't have that card. And I don't know, it just seems stuff that would make your shit inconsistent. I guess it depends. But it's not necessarily necessary. Okay. So this guy is using, I want to say Noble Knights because he's got the equip cards too. It's not just the Soldier bitches for the combo decks, for FTKs. So whatever he does, I hope I can deal with it. Um, at the very least, I know a lot of those cards, what they do, like the equip cards. They're the one that you can't target, the one that you can't get destroyed, and all that shit. From the Zexal days. Man, I never thought I'd say this, but well, I liked Zexal even during the time when it was the current era, but obviously it doesn't compare to 5Ds or GX. But it does have a lot of cool archetypes and things. I mean, they can be quite unbalanced. They did make some decisions in that era that just made things a clusterfuck even back then. But if you remove the dragon rulers, you remove a few cards, and then you just limit, the Mermails not being full power, it can be a pretty balanced era if you play it on its own. You know, even formats like that, I would prefer. I mean, that's relatively not necessarily maybe a modern format for some people, but more modern than GX and original Yu-Gi-Oh era shit from 2003. Anyway, so end the turn. I've got a big ass hand. Yeah, drawing a lot of cards for Fallen Paradise is a big benefit. So gonna get my token too. Noble Knight Ogre. Ogier. And he hasn't touched my life points yet, but he has a lot of stuff to work with. It just depends on what he's gonna do. I put in some work on the previous turn. Let's see what he's gonna do. I mean, the Sacred Beasts, this deck, I mean, it's just pretty straightforward. Getting your big guys out. You can't really just do a lot of shit in terms of extra deck. I guess you can get some monsters out, but it's not going to be as easy. It's mostly a linear deck, I'd say. By no means is it like Synchro Plants deck and shit. Okay, so he gets the level 5 Synchro, which I'm very aware of too. Remember pulling this guy as well. Secret Rare from Shadow Specters, I believe. Awesome set. So he gets this synchro dude. Wow, he's stronger than my dudes now. 4,000. And he's gonna get more equips on him. Okay. And he decided to crash my dude, but because he can't be destroyed in battle, he got rid of Raviel without dying. And I think we're gonna have some trouble here. So all of those equips, they do stuff that are gonna prevent him from getting targeted, destroyed, or that type of shit. And I do get my link back. It sort of gives you that old Dragon Plus one. I forgot the card's name from Legacy of Darkness. And I think the best thing I can do right now, I'm gonna summon your ass and get an additional normal summon. Get my Chaos Beast or Phantom Beast or whatever, Sacred Beast. Fucking ass names. And we're gonna get BLS out. The Link. It's the only way to deal with that guy, I'd say. And I mean, these cards, like the Sacred Beasts, even back in the day, like when I saw them, I thought to myself, are these like supposed to be like the rip-offs of the gods? You got the blue dude, the yellow dude, and the red dude. Uriah almost looks exactly like Slifer the Sky Dragon. Osiris. The yellow guy sort of looks like Ra. And then I guess Raviel is kind of different from Obelisk, but they just had a lot of shit in common too. That guy scooped. I mean, I removed your dude fair and square, dude. Don't target with BLS. Do the job done. But he was just so pissed he couldn't believe it. Yeah, the Link BLS is something that I favor from the Links when I can get out, puts in some work. Alright. And looks like we're playing against the fucked up Despia shits with all of their different, I guess, archetypes that mingle. You got the Fallen of Albas shit, the branded shit that I guess are Despia shit. So I'm gonna Raigeki that dude because he's a pain in the ass. He decides to remove him, and I don't know why. I guess he does some shit maybe when it's banished or he has some combos in mind. But anyway, just get him out of the way, summon Sangan, and play the Notice. Hopefully that amounts to something. I've got Ash Blossom in hand too. So Branded Fusion, thank God I've got the Ash Blossom for that. I don't know what Konami is smoking when they are making these cards, but it's not that they're smoking anything. I've said this so many times. They know what they're doing. They know that they're going to make a broken ass card, and they still do it just for the fuck of it. Anyway, so he's going to Valor my ass too. That's too bad. I can use Notice. Sort of burn that. Let's see if that shit works. And get a search with Sangan. It's pretty good. And I'm going to use this opportunity. He has an Ash Blossom too. I guess at least I forced you to use both of the hand traps. So I'm not getting any 4K Beast this turn. And let's grab something from the deck that can be ready for next turn. So I did force some negates with my dude there. Not too bad. So just gonna poke me for 1800. That's fine, as long as I survive. Got only 3 cards to work with. I think we should be able to get Hamon this turn out. But Maxi, of course. I'm just gonna let you have it. I mean, I gotta make my play. So it's a good thing this is a normal summon. An additional normal summon. So here comes. And we're going to get Raviel out. Remove my dude. Grab the Fallen Paradise. Draw a bunch more cards. And I'm not going to special summon anymore, of course. I don't want to give him any more cards with Max C. But it was important that I got my big monster out. Deal a lot of damage to him with my effect too. So we're in a pretty nice position here. I got a big ass hand too. So all he can do is set a monster, and if the conditions are right, I should be able to finish him off this turn. So get an additional summon. I'm surprised he didn't even attack the dude. He's gonna throw in another maxi. It just goes to show you the clusterfuck that this game is. Like you can have a million maxis, but if your opponent isn't gonna get hindered by them, which is usually rare, but I guess in my case, I can only give him one card with a special summon and still summon my lord. And you know, it's gonna be left with nothing. So I'm not even gonna do shit. Lose 1,000 damage, and yeah, you have no cards. I've got like more than 10 cards probably. A very good GG against Fusion Despia crap. Alright, on to the next game. Got a bunch of the Hamans again. You can't really utilize Yuria in this deck too. It's just Haman and Raviel. If you want to play Yuria, you gotta do some weird shit with the traps. They do have a few, I guess, spell and trap cards in the archetype to support each of these cards, but it's mostly bad to use them. I'd rather just use straight up traps like Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, guaranteed stuff that are going to do something, rather than playing all of the face-up spells. I mean, this one over here, it just puts in so much work, that's why you use it. But a lot of the other ones, they're just mostly gimmick stuff. Okay, so past the turn, he got that XYZ out that prevents you from doing much, actually. And then he doesn't die too by effects, I think. So Starlight Road. Okay, gonna play that down. And just gonna let him do his thing for now. There's the... I forgot her name. I can't believe it. But it's been a while. The little bitch with that archetype of the token spell cards. Her name escapes me now. But I believe she is limited by now. So kill my dude there. And that's it. It was probably misplay me playing that card. But anyway. Gonna discard a Hamond to get your ass back. And I got a lot of back row at the very least. So yeah, -1. Maybe that wasn't so wise. I gotta have a little bit of protection though. MST, let's get rid of your field spell. And I'm gonna have to end the turn once again. It doesn't look that good, but I mean, he's not doing much with his big hand as well. So that 2K normal monster, they've got some cards to do some things. Or so I've seen. Get this shit again. I guess it's Raigeki time now. Because I'm gonna die. But at least we'll get max value with the Solemn Judgments. So here comes the Chaos Summoning Beast. Beckoning Beast actually, but yeah, I just don't remember their names. Perfect chance to chain the Solemn Judgment. I need to get my search this time. We gotta get our dudes out here. So, negate Infinite Impertinence. My search connects. Fallen Paradise time. And summon the other zero dude. Here comes Haman. So get the other Fallen Paradise from my deck. Draw 2 cards. And get rid of Infernal Prodigy so I can go into a rank play, not leave ourselves completely helpless there. Small monsters. Yeah, as you guys can see, I do run some cards that probably nobody else runs. The Infernal Prodigy, it's a fiend, and it's basically a free special summon if you control no monsters. You can do some combos help me go into the Link BLS too. You can do a bunch of stuff. Normal summon into the Demon Beast, level 5. You can do a few things. Okay. So, Rite of our Messiah, yeah, that's what these guys are called, gets the 7 dude, gets the equip, um, decides to put in the field spell back in hand and gonna go for a Link. Solemn Judgment is gonna be perfect though. Nightmare Unicorn, yeah, you're not doing shit with that guy. And I think this should be my game. The pro way, Judgment for the win. Time it right. That's how Yu-Gi-Oh should be. And it's a GG. I mean, all I gotta do is attack this guy, and we got him. It didn't even let me get the finishing attack. But I hope you guys enjoyed these matches. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What